there is never a black and white choice. So actually what is so fascinating nowadays that we can combine different kinds of energy sources. For example, in an industrial process plant, so there can be a combustion system using gas, and there can be a heat pump system and solar energy panels or collectors connected to each other as a total energy system. And very often these kind of hybrid systems, they are the most energy efficient and environmental friendly way of providing energy. And what is good that in these combinations, so you can choose what time of the year or what time of the day you are using which kind of energy source, based on price, for example. And also, so in industrial processes, very often there are a huge amount of excess gases or excess liquids that can be used and recovered and then later on produced as new energy for the process or for heating of the plant. I would say that we differ from many of our competitors on that way that we are able to provide our customers whole range of products, whole range of burners, from the smallest family house burners up to 80 megawatt power plant burners. And we are available, or we are able to provide these products for a large variety of uses. So we provide the burners for district heating plants, for heating of houses, for marine boiler plants, for industrial processes, for power plants, for hazardous waste incineration plants, and for many other applications. And most of our competitors, so they are more focused on just one product. So that's one thing, and the technology level and the reliability and the maintenance or easy to maintenance the burners. So that is also very important competitive factor. And then so nowadays, as we are providing also heat pump systems for industrial processes and for heating of houses, so that makes the product range to choose for our customers even more interesting. Actually, so I think that the biggest step to move from just combustion technology up to other technologies, that happened something like 15 years ago in our company. For many decades, we had been known as a provider of high-level combustion technology. But it seemed that the world is changing, the societies are changing, and customers are becoming more and more environmentally conscious. And of course, so there was also the question that how long oil and gas are available for energy uses. And so we were kind of forced to think that, okay, what else the world needs, what else are we able to provide? And heat pumps, that was kind of the first answer for us. We started to create the heat pump range 15 years ago, and from the small family house heat pumps, which we still are providing, so we have moved to a bigger scale. So I would say that there is no limit if you think of the capacity, so how big buildings or areas you can heat or cool with heat pump systems. And that is very modern way of thinking, actually. Very often when the factory or the industry process is already there or if the building has been already there, so for many decades, and for example, if the energy has been provided by coal, for example, which is kind of the most typical case. So it needs a lot of investments for the companies and modernization of the factories. And then it's a question that are the companies really willing to make the calculations that how much can they save if they modernize their systems. And it is rather surprising that many times if we know that the investment can be paid back in 5 years, sometimes in 3 years or even 2 years, still so the industrial companies are not always ready to make the investment decisions. To me, it doesn't make actually any sense, but somehow, so very often the companies are kind of traditional, and because their main focus is in their other business activities, they don't necessarily pay enough attention to their energy production systems and to the ways how they could save money every year, or how they could work or as a company in a more environmentally friendly way. Well, what the politicians would do, so first of all, so we have to accept that the whole energy field cannot be changed in a very short time. So it will take some time, and these older ways of producing energy with fossil fuels, for example, so they will be there and they will have their important role for many decades. But then it is very important that the production has to be made in a very, very energy efficient way and with low emissions. But at the same time, we have to look for more modern and even more environmental friendly ways to produce energy, which means solar energy, wind energy, and geothermal energy, energy used or provided with heat pumps, for example. Well, I love to take from Finland with me the very, very clean nature, the beautiful nature, clean air, clean waters, and the inspiration that this nature provides everybody in Finland. Also, I like to take with me the kind of modest way of behaving, the respectable way of doing business with partners. And also, so I would like to take with me the so-called sisu, so the determined way to work and also trustworthy way to work. So I think that the Finnish companies, they are very, very good partners with anybody because we keep our promises. And I think that this makes the life for other people so much easier and so much happier. I think that our customers can always trust that they won't get into troubles if they work with us. And if there are some problems, so we are ready to solve them. We stand behind our words. That is the Finnish way of making business.